Welcome to 5 Minute Friday. Today's topic is Conway's Law and the Reverse Conway Manoeuvre in 5 minutes or less. Buckle up. Today I'm going to tell you about the most powerful tool for building software systems that I know of. It's also a tool for building other things, but today I'll use software as an example. Before I give you this amazing tool, we need to talk about Conway's Law. Conway's Law is named for Melvin E. Conway. Mr. Conway wrote a very influential paper in 1968, and in that paper he wrote, "Any organization that designs a system, defined more broadly here than just information systems, will inevitably produce a design whose structure is a copy of the organization's communication structure." This is Conway's Law. Okay, that might be a little hard to understand. Let's try an example. Mr. Conway talked about a system that the U.S. Army and the U.S. Navy built together. The final design looked like this. There was an Army module and a Navy module and a command module that controlled how the Army and Navy pieces talked to each other. The system looked exactly like the design of the organizations that built the system. Applied to software, Conway's Law says that your software architecture will look like your organizational structure and communication patterns. So if you set up a Team A to build some features and a Team B to build some other features, you're going to end up with a Team A module and a Team B module. I've personally seen this play out hundreds of times. I've seen Conway's Law in airline software. I've seen it in banks. I've seen it in infrastructure management platforms. No matter what, the way you structure your organization ends up being your software architecture. Actually, this is really cool because it gives you an incredibly powerful tool, the Reverse Conway Manoeuvre. Conway's Law says that your organizational design becomes your system. So if you want to have a new system architecture, then you can implement it simply by changing your organization. Here's the steps. Figure out your desired future state architecture. Determine the future state organizational structure that will match that architecture. Then, start shifting your current organizational structure to match the future state. This is the Reverse Conway Manoeuvre. Here's an example. Say you have a back-end team that is working on a big monolithic system that's really hard to manage. This monolith does a lot of different stuff. Too much. To make it more manageable, we want to break that big monolith into smaller microservices. Let's use the Reverse Conway Manoeuvre to create a separate payments system. You start by building a new team. Take some of those people that are experienced with the monolith, carve them out into a new team called the payments team. This new team has the mission of building all the payments-related software. What will organically happen is that you'll end up with a separate payment system that talks to the original monolith in the same way that the payments team talks to the rest of the back-end team. You can repeat this process over and over again until the monolith is broken into nice, neat little chunks. Pretty cool, yeah? The Reverse Conway Manoeuvre works for all kinds of different systems, not just software systems. There's also a lot of subtlety, there's a lot of nuance. However, the core concept is pretty simple. The big takeaway here is that when you're designing any kind of system, always think of your organizational design. Conway's Law decrees that your organizational design will always drive your system architecture. Once you understand how Conway's Law works in your organization, you can use tools like the Reverse Conway Manoeuvre to get the results that you want. And that will make you a lot happier. Thank you very much.